All right. Welcome back. This is Cozy Convos, episode 4, and yeah. So let me just start off by saying happy late Thanksgiving, and a Merry Christmas. The way that my schedule for uploading these videos, I don't really hit them on holidays, just because I'm only uploading videos once a month. And so with that being said, let me just kind of get that out the way. I will be seeing y'all on New Year's Eve though. So get ready for that. Stay tuned. But in today's video, I want to talk about our networks and our support systems, because I think that is a very important part of I think having a network is a very important part of how we deal with our struggles and our battles and things of that nature. So that's what the topic is for today. We'll get into it right after the intro. See you soon. Talking about our networks and whoever that support system is for you, whatever that support system is for you. It doesn't have to be a person. I personally, at least in this month, and really like the past like 3 or 4 months, I've been really putting a lot of pressure on myself, and it has not been working out in my favor as far as like my mental health is concerned. I kind of put myself on a deadline to be at a certain point in my life. But I kind of started struggling financially. And I talked about this in one of my earlier videos about like my trauma of like just carrying like financial burdens or financial trauma in my life. So typically, and as I've talked to my therapist, I've discovered that, around the first of the month is usually when I have like the most anxiety about like what I'm trying to do in my life, where I'm trying to go in my life. And so, yes, I do know the solution, the fix to it, but I have to get there. I have to cross that threshold to get to a place where emotionally I'm able to manage and I'm comfortable with it. So with that being said, you try to manage things the best way that you can. You use the tools that you have, the best practices that you might have researched or you learned through other people or through therapy, or what have you. And you try to do it from within. You try to take control of the anxiety, of the depression, or whatever it is that is bothering you from within. I think that's the best way to kind of tackle it, because you don't want to be relying on outside intervention to help you kind of right the ship, With that being said, you do have to have a support system. And that can be people, that can be a person, or that can be things. When we say things, for me, I am on this journey or have this goal to be able to run a marathon within the first 2 years of me getting out of the military. So that's one thing that is very therapeutic for me, as far as every day I get on the treadmill and I just started, banging out the miles. Another thing that I do, which is very, very helpful, and I mentioned this before, is I do yoga. And I use a fellow YouTuber, Yoga with Adrian, to kind of help me with this journey of self-discovery, mindfulness, meditation, full body experience, to be able to help me manage my emotional state. So as we move forward from there, as far as it relates to people and using different people in your life to kind of help you get more control of yourself, for me, that is like when I'm at my wit's end, when I have exhausted every other tool in my bag and nothing's working. That's when I turn to an outside source for that help. And a lot of times that's the biggest part, or that's the most effective method of helping me kind of calm myself down, get myself back into a state where I am really just, you know, kind of even keel again. So my best friend and I, we continuously talk about being present in the moment and pouring into each other's cup. And I kind of took this and made it into a saying for myself from the Bible. And you know, the Bible says, you know, for us to do unto others as we will have them do unto us. And what I kind of took that and I made it my own is I pour into others' cups as I want them to pour into my cup. And again, essentially what that metaphor is when people say that they are a part of your life or they have a title in your life, whether it be your significant other, your friend, your best friend, those people need to be intentional about how they show up for you. And in return, you need to be intentional about how you show up for them. We have to show up for people. And even though we might be going through things, we have to understand that those people are taking a lot of time out of their day, a lot of time out of their emotional bandwidth to kind of help you kind of right your own ship. And you have to be mindful of that. And whenever you have the chance or you have the ability to, you should be pouring back into them as well. So the biggest thing that I'm thinking about right now is that being mindful of the people that are around me and how they support me and how I show up in return to support them. So we have this perpetual transfer of energy to continue to bolster each other up within our lives. This life that we live is not always going to be peachy clean. It's not going to be easy. There are going to be times when we have to lean on others. But you don't always want people to kind of be pulling from your resource pool and they're not adding to your resource pool, because at the end of the day, that takes a lot out of you to show up for someone, to help them deal with their trials and tribulations. And it is a good thing to know that someone has your back in return when you need it as well. So again, that's the biggest thing that I want to tell you guys today. Go ahead and again, like, comment, subscribe. Please, please, please share this video with any other people that you know in your lives, or anyone that could benefit from these messages that I'm sending out. And as always, I love you guys. I'll see you guys in the next one next month. Until then, peace.